Hello, y'all. So I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to do a cooking video. So tonight for dinner, and here it is. So this is April 1st, and we're in the middle of our quarantine with the COVID-19. So I hope everybody is doing well. So here's a quick dinner that is that everybody loves, including my daughter, who claims that she hates hot dogs, but yet she will eat these. So I'm gonna take my phone here real quick. So this is what I have. So I have my chili cooking, 8 buns, hot dog buns, and then hot dogs, and I'll just need 8 of those, mayonnaise and ketchup and whatever else you want to put on there. And then of course your cheese. And I preheated my oven. You just heard the beep. So it's preheated to 375. So I'm going to take my buns here. I'm going to put a little bit of mayonnaise. Open it up, and you're just going to put a little bit of mayonnaise on the inside. And of course, this is optional. You don't have to do the mayonnaise, but we like the mayonnaise on there. But you can put the mustard and the ketchup and however else. I usually do the ketchup on top of the hot dog. And I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. Although that was a lot, but. So I've got the mayonnaise in there, and I did grease my glass dish so that way the cheese and the chili and all that doesn't actually stick to the bottom. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do all my bread with the mayonnaise. You can put however much you want on there. My husband and I have been making this for a couple of years. All right, then okay, so in the dish, you can set, well, in my dish at least, I've got 5 on the top, and then I'm going to do 3 going long ways this way, okay? So let me get that going. I'm almost done doing the bread. I might actually, you know what? I'm gonna do 6 at the top and then 2 at the bottom down here. That's what I'm gonna do. But depending on the size, I'm using a 13x9 glass dish. So depending on the size, depends on how much you can hold and how you set them. And depending on how much you're actually cooking with it. And last one. Okay. So they will be kind of tight fitting. I'm gonna give my chili here a little stir, so that way it doesn't stick to the bottom. And I'm just using hot dog chili. I'm using 2 cans. So this is the chili, oh, let me turn around. So this is the chili that I'm using, just using Kroger brand, but you can use whichever chili you want. You can make homemade chili if you want. All right, time for the hot dogs. See if I can straighten that up just a little bit so you can see actually what I'm doing. All right, so there's my dish. And I'm just going to take the hot dogs and I'm just going to lay them in there. Yeah, just like you were making hot dogs. All right, hot dogs are in. Awesome. Now, I'm going to take the ketchup. And just put it just a little bit going along the hot dogs. If you want to add mustard to it, you can add mustard, you can add relish, whatever you want to add to it, whatever you like on your hot dogs. I don't like a lot. I'm a plain Jane, so I just do the mayonnaise, which I don't normally eat on my hot dogs, but on this is really good. Now I'm going to take my hot chili, and I'm going to just pour it over the hot dogs. Let's try to lightly scrape the chili over the hot dogs just a little bit. And I'll try to get as much as I can out of the pan. All right. And now it's the cheese. Brand new bag of cheese, so. I hate those brand new bags because they're so hard to open. Especially once you've got a little bit of grease on your hands. So your hands are a little wet. Okay, I'll just cut that off. We'll cheat a little bit. I didn't cut it far enough. Well, darn it. I just messed up my bag, but that's okay. I will deal with it. Right. So you're just going to sprinkle however much cheese you want on here. My family and I all love cheese. So I make them really cheesy. Great little dish for while you guys are quarantined. The family loves them. You can fix some chips to go with it, chip and dip, or whatever you want with them as a side, or you can just have them by themselves. And I put a lot of cheese on mine. Alright, so there is my hot dog casserole. You're going to put it in the oven for 45 minutes. And once that's done, I will pop it back in. Or I'll pop back on here so you guys can see it. Okay, so we have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that is done. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Nice and cheesy. So you're going to let that cool for a few minutes. However long you want to let it cool, you can for 2 to 5 minutes. And then you'll just use a spatula and get that out. Now, you won't be able to see in between there. So when you pull them out, they're not necessarily going to stay intact. So the hot dogs might fall out a little bit. But that is what we're having for dinner tonight. Hope you guys enjoy.